Hi traders, it's Kristen. Good morning. It's Thursday and here is my screen today, just showing you my watch list pre-scan before the market opens. Here I have a couple of charts and a couple of quotes right here. This is 2 of 4 of my screen showing you this. As you know, yesterday the market lost another full percentage yesterday, about 1.7 for the S&P 500. This is our S&P 500 on the daily time frame right here. And a couple of things that I'm watching is the NAGT, the gold, the UVXY, Baidu, Reed, Netflix, and this, etc. Now I switch back to the zoom focus so we can see clearly what's going on in the chart. For one, we have to look at the S&P 500. Now I switch back the chart, focusing on one single chart so we can easily see what's going on with the market. So we can easily see what's going on in the stock. For one, the S&P 500, this is the yesterday price action right here. We're looking at the daily time frame in the last 6 months. I'm using again just the simple 20, 50, and 200. So just a quick recap, we had a double top right here at 300 area. The S&P 500 has been struggling on the 300 since August and last month's test, and this 2 long candle right here is this week's price action, which is actually the beginning of Q4. It's been a welcome by selling. So if you were looking at the daily time frame right here, nothing is bullish. That probably the next support for the S&P would be about this, the 285, and the ultimate 200-day moving average at 283. If it continues selling, then probably it could lose the 200-day right here in this area, the 274. But so for the S&P 500, here is our RSI. It's still at 34.90, but you can see here we bottom on the August correction right here at 30 in the June. So we can use this as our baseline right here for reading of oversold. So I'd like to use this. So usually we get a 3 candles red. That's a typical, or we could just be having just the 0.50 move. And let's look at the 60-minute channels for the S&P 500. So right here we are trading under the all moving average right here, which is never bullish. So we are at 1 month here for the S&P 500. Let's look at the 30 minutes. So I'm going to be trading it. I would like to use the 289 and 290 line to start becoming neutral to even bullish, but right now we are the bearish. Right now we are at the bearish bias. I'd like to show you Chipotle or CMG ticker. This is so cool technical setup. I really like it. Now switching it to the daily time frame right here, and let's look at that year to date. Here we are, we had a multiple tap at 850, then 840, and now it's at the brink of losing this 50-day moving average, similar with S&P 500. Let me show you this. See the S&P right here, the tight crossover, or the tight 20 and 50-day moving average converging before the S&P 500 fell. And the CMG is on its way. And another one that looks like CMG is the Microsoft. Right here, Microsoft lower highs in the last like 8 days trading session, and yesterday's price action finally brought it down by 50-day moving average. And looking at the Apple still at 20-day moving average. If we lose the 280, and likely we're gonna be trading close to 214 and to the ultimate 50-day moving average. These are my watch list for my option, but if you're trading commands, yesterday on the video, click on that. I highlighted the UVXY. When the entire market is selling, you could definitely trade it. Just know the pivots, and when you watch this, you have to look, and then chart wise it has to be back to back like the S&P 500, and this is your UVXY. Then just zoom it. because UVXY, when you trade this, it's very, very volatile. So it needs your 100% attention and focus for you to make money. So Google, checking on Google, yesterday the puts was outstanding. Google is like the S&P 500, totally the same technical analysis. The 20 and 50 now below 50, and the close support is at 200-day moving average. So that's it for my option trades watch list today. I hope you learned something from the video and enjoy it. Please subscribe, like, and share, and feel free to comment.